What's up, everybody? Welcome into Group Chat Football Live. I'm Peter Ariz alongside D Money, and we have huge breaking news in the quarterback world. As one of the top in the country, Jonas Williams has flipped his commitment from Oregon to USC. Huge news. Is a top 100 quarterback out of Lincoln Way East High School in Illinois. Number one player in the state of Illinois. And those Oregon USC recruiting battles, they seem to be, every year just getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, a lot of musical chairs going on here. No coincidence that as Oregon and Jared Curtis, arguably the top quarterback in the country, continue to get closer. USC makes a move on an Oregon commit. Oregon wanted to take two quarterbacks in this class, but quarterbacks like this, they want to be the top dog, and Jonas Williams is that kind of quarterback. 6'1.5", 200, number 6 in America in the composite from Chicago. Where's that number 13? Moves around. I'm not going to say he's exactly this player, but it's hard not to watch him and see Caleb Williams, similar size, similar style, where they are passing quarterbacks with very explosive arms, but guys that like to get out of the pocket, make plays, can run a little bit, but really would rather just run around, create space, and then unleash down the field. So look, Chicago, that's where Caleb Williams plays his professional ball. Number 13, that is what Caleb Williams wore when he was playing for Lincoln Riley at Southern California. So it makes a lot of sense.
And now looking at what this, USC class is shaping up to be, it's gotten off to a really good start. One of the top in the country already. Xavier Griffin as one of the top players and the top 10 player nationally in the country. RJ Sermons. You go down the list here, Brandon Lockhart. So you get your quarterback in the class here, and you really start to be able to lock in on key guys moving forward here, I would think.
Yeah, USC really trending towards that top 3, top 5 class. Had a good class last year. But the key piece, of course, for any Lincoln Riley team is going to be the quarterback. So you look at some of Williams' quotes. Lincoln Riley went to visit him at the end of July, and then he went to USC earlier this month. Again, this was all as an Oregon commit. He said, honestly, it was really fun. They laid out the red carpet for us. I spent a lot of time with Coach Riley, spent a lot of time with Coach Stewart and his family, made a lot of connections, went to the basketball game and met Magic Johnson. That's not that many places you can do that. It was pretty fun. USC's trending in my decision. And he also noted that what Riley did with the 25 class and what he's doing with the 26 class is a factor, so that recruiting momentum continues to kind of roll downhill there. To me, what's interesting is you have Hussein Longstreet, sensational talent coming in with that 25 class, huge arm. You expect him to potentially be the face of the franchise. And then Ryder Lyons, another player from California, who's potentially technically, I guess, in this class, coming out of Folsom, California, highly ranked quarterback, very dynamic playmaker, but someone who, because of the LDS mission, will likely be a 27 recruit for all intents and purposes. So USC trying to land him, landed Longstreet, and now landing Williams. Could they go back to back with big-time playmakers at the quarterback position? It's Lincoln Riley. It's what he does.
And you kind of mentioned the implications here for Oregon. Jared Curtis in the mix for him, top quarterback in the country. We've talked about him on this show before. But you've lost a couple big-time recruits here in the last month plus, as we mentioned. So, do you think they maybe feel the Jared Curtis wave coming in a little bit? Do you think that's potentially what it is, or something else?
Yeah, you got to get Curtis, right? Whether this guy's better than Curtis, that's why they play the games. You'll find out on the field in the Big Ten, which is crazy, right? They're talking about Oregon and USC. That's assuming that Curtis goes to Oregon. If Curtis doesn't go to Oregon, yeah, there's a huge hole in this class. I'm sure they're going to have some options, but you lose Jaron Sagapilatelli, lefty with a cannon arm, one of the most prolific passers, at least statistically, the most prolific passer in the history of the state of Hawaii, which has produced some very, very good college quarterbacks, some very good lefty quarterbacks. What's going on with Hawaii and the lefty speed? I don't know. But they did sign Akili Smith Jr. last year, so they have arms in the building. Of course, Dante Moore still a young player, but you don't want to lose both of these guys. If you lose Williams, you got to land Curtis.
Well, and also let's not act like the alarm should be sounding if you're an Oregon fan. It's still a top 3 class in the country, and expect it to be that. Talent acquisition with Dan Lanning has not been an issue whatsoever.
No doubt about it. And this is a program that's built to last because of the resources, because of their ability to coach these players up. Lanning as someone who's had opportunities to leave and hasn't. So that says a lot about the stability of the job going forward. And it's interesting. Are they going to go? There's different modes they can go. Dylan Gabriel was already one of the most prolific passers in college history when they got him. It could not be more proven as a one and done. Dante Moore was a transfer that was an upside transfer, right? You're getting a young player, a 5-star player who maybe had some ups and downs and you want to rehabilitate him. So it's kind of combination of recruiting and portal. And then you have just pure recruiting, getting guys out of high school, which, you saw last year with Achilles Smith Jr. We will see if Jared Curtis joins that. So a lot of options for Oregon at quarterback. I think because of their success in recruiting the trenches, the skill position with DeCorian and Moore, are you kidding me? I think is going to be an appealing opportunity for any quarterback.
Big pickup here today with Jonas Williams, though, for USC. And again, we're going to see the comparisons a lot with Caleb Williams. It's hard not to. And then, of course, you have the Chicago ties there, too. So it's a lot of eerie, similarities there. But he's got to forge his own path. I think he's got a good chance to do it with Lincoln Riley, though, at USC.
And trending in the right direction. Went to the Nike's Next Ones event at New Orleans, part of the Super Bowl festivities. He won the accuracy competition, was really good out there. So this is someone who you watch his sophomore film and then you watch his film now. You see the progression. You see him getting better and better. That arm was always live, but it's getting even stronger. He's throwing a tighter ball, getting twitchier, bigger. It's just he's progressing in the right direction. I think Lincoln Riley identified that and made him a priority.
USC fans got to be pumped up about this one. Looks like the quarterback of the future, or one of them potentially here, is in the boat. Keep it locked here on Group Chat Sports. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We have you covered all off season long, all the recruiting news, transfer portal. It's going to be heating up here again after spring, and all of the news for spring practice will be found here on Group Chat Sports. Don't miss it. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching today.